Stampers, my name is Janet Pride, and today I'm going to be creating these cards with you, give you some of the measurements. I decided I wanted to use a color I have never used, and I have bought this paper a while back, and I'm not sure, just have never used it. And so I said, you know what, I need to get my color out. This is Darling Duckling. Get my colors out and create a card with it. So I'm going to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. So I've created 4 of them. So I'm trying to get them together here, but the measurements are as follows. You have three papers with this size here, 3 pieces of paper. You'll have, this is going to be 2.5 this way, and 1 5/8 this way. So you want 3 of those to be at the top, and then you'll have this bottom piece, which is the flip side of the flower paper, and this one here is 5 1/4, because it'll go from end to end here with a little left on both sides, by 1 3/8. So this is 1 3/8 here. Okay, so that's your measurements. If you need to write that again, just go back and stop the video, and you can try to get it started to see those measurements. Okay, so I will be gluing these here for our card, and then we can talk about some of the sentiments that I'm going to put on here. I have a couple expired glue dots that I'm going to use here, that I found some kind of yellowish color close to this color that I was thinking, I should use that. This color's yellows are not much popular in my card making, so I decided to use this paper again. I just made some cards last week using this paper, and I used the beautiful this paper here. I made these cards last week using this paper, and you can watch that video back 1 week ago. But that was the paper in there, and then so this one is another piece that was in there that I decided, well, let me get off my little trend here with my colors, because I actually love crumb cake. It's one of my favorite colors from Stampin' Up. I was so sad when they got rid of the crumb cake. They got rid of the crumb cake. I'm not sure if it was crumb cake, but it was the envelopes. I was using those like water. I love that color, so pretty for envelopes. Okay, so what I did is I cut a 5 1/4 piece of, and that's like your leftover. This is the size of the leftovers that you usually have on your white, basic white. When you're trying to cut these pieces out, you'll get like a half an inch on both sides, from the 8.5 by 11, and then you cut these out. So that was just, I have plenty of these, right? Don't we all? So that will go there on top, and then for this one I'm going to use It's Your Day, and we can put it here on the side. I'm going to put it on this side with some dimensionals, and put it here like so. You could probably use some twine on this as well. And this is, I'm famous for this, guys. I don't know if you watched me before, but I am famous for cutting my dimensionals in half and using a half piece, so they last me a little longer than the average Joe, I guess. So There we go. Get 4 pieces. And then we can put it right here. Put it kind of to the side. Okay, and then I have these. I received these from my upline. She sent me these thanking me for joining the team. These are the iridescent pearls. And then I have these expired ones. And I was thinking these here would look really cute with this paper. So let's try it. I'm going to do a large one here in the front. And then a couple of little ones in the background. One here. Doesn't that look a lot like it? I think it looks a lot like it. And I have not used these gems at all, as you can see. So I need to put them to use. Okay. Now I can use some of my linen thread. I still have this here. I don't think they have these Baker Twine's essentials anymore. But I want to use some of this. And you can use linen thread as well. What I do is I double it because I like it a little bit thicker. So I double my thread and I make my loop here to make my bow. I go like so. Like so. That makes my bow, and then I can just stretch this and cut it. Stretch that and cut it. Cut this little tip off here. Okay. And then we can put this with some glue dots right on this side. Maybe above here. Let's see how that looks. Right there would look cute. Or here. Or here. Either way. Let's see my glue dots. I'm gonna put a couple of them. I think I'll put it here. I should have put it here, but I put my little glue dot there. Not glue dot, gem. So we'll put it here. And I'll go like so. Stick it on there. Okay. So there we go. It's your day. And then I'm going to write. I got that sentiment from, let's see, this paper here. Not paper, sorry. From this one, cone flower celebration. It's your day right here. And then I'm gonna write celebrating you, or I was gonna write I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. So we can do that. Let's see. Here we go. Let's do this one, and I've been using Memento for this, so I'll just keep using Memento. Let's put it right here. Get my Memento. I'm going to stamp this inside our card, okay? I still have some paper left, so I was thinking of decorating the inside with some of the paper. So while I have this sitting here for a minute, let's cut up a piece that we could put here on the side. Let's see. Let me put this back over here so we are not dumping any of the glue anywhere. Or glue is not leaking anywhere. Okay, so let's put it this way. I think a 1/2 inch is good enough. Got a little 1/2 inch here. Put it right here. This is gonna be 4. got it. So 4 will go all the way across. And we will put glue on this side. And then we will stick it to our card. Sometimes I let it sit there for a little while because I haven't used that stamp. And I don't want it to be like a little off color or spotted or anything like that, because it's new and I forgot to use the stamp before I put it here. There we go. And so that comes out really well when I do it like that. As a matter of fact, I still have this one sitting on that. Okay. All right, so let's cover our ink here real quick. And that's the inside of my card and the outside. So that's our first card. And then I was thinking of doing one with just this, and then I'll put happy birthday inside. Now this, you know where this is coming from. I'm using our $5 stamp. This one, to a fabulous friend, and then I'm inside, I'm gonna put happy birthday. So let's glue this one down to our paper. And then we can put this one at the bottom. And I'm not really crazy about this color, but I bought it, so I have to use it, right? But you could do this with any 2 colors you might have. So what I do is I put one corner first that's flush with this side, and then I put the other corner just so I make sure I have it in the middle. Everything is centralized basically. Okay, so then I have this flush with this side, and now I can put my middle piece, centralize it between the 2 that I have already placed there. Okay, and then we have a little strip that says to a fabulous friend. This one is 5.5. It's the length of your card. No, it's 5.25. Sorry, it's the length of your. It's just like the inside, 5.25. Okay, so we'll put it right here. And then we can put, let me put some white gems on this one. Iridescent pearls. 1. 2 and 3. Okay, and then we can use some more white. I don't know if you have any of these colors, but let's try it with 1 string. If you have any white linen thread like kind of a thread to do your card here, and we can put this right here. I'll get myself a glue dot and we'll put it right there. 1 and 2. These are kind of tiny, so these are for my stamp, for my paper pumpkins. I usually get so many, and I just keep using the same. And then when I get my next paper pumpkin, it'll be more in there. And so it's never ending. I don't think I used as much as I thought I did. Okay, so this little piece here went right inside there. So let me try to get this out. Just trying to get underneath. There we go. Okay, so this one is done. To a fabulous friend. Let's put that one there. So I got 2 done. Let's see. I can put these stamps over here. Okay, so let's try this one here. So I'm gonna put this at the bottom. For this one, I'm using some of these dies that are in our catalog. This dies, I forgot the name of them, but they're in our I'll put it in a link underneath so you'll have it. But I used those, that set. It has I think that shape, and I think it has squares if I'm not mistaken, and another shape, I'm not sure which one it was, but it has 3 shapes in that set. And I was trying to use it here. Oh, here it is. I found it. It's not square. Where it's kind of like a rectangle with like with the curves, and then they have the banner, and then this one. So this is the second shape here. They're called nested essential dies. Okay, let's keep gluing here. And we'll put this one at the end. Maybe it goes down this way. No, it doesn't. We'll look for that directional paper. If it's directional, you'll have to make sure when you cut that you're cutting it in the direction you want. Because I did that before and I had stuff that was upside down and it wasn't the right way that I wanted. And we put this one right in the middle. Okay, so for this one we can just put it right here. I'm not going to put a white strip on that one, so you have options of things that you can do for this card. I'm going to try it with expired paper. I know I have a lot of that, so I'm going to try some of that, see how it looks. Let's put this one on here. To a fabulous friend. Okay, very nice. These things just stick everywhere. You think you threw them in the garbage and they come right back with you. Look at this. I just threw them in the garbage. So I thought. Okay. So let's try a little white one. Let's double this one. We'll double this one. And I'm going to go like this. Double it up. Bring it down. And then cut it here. And cut it there. Put some glue dots here. So don't forget those measurements. Go back and look at the video and see if you can write them down, because this will make some really pretty cards depending on your paper. So if you have really nice paper, it will stand out really nicely. Okay, I put 3 dots here, and I am going to stick this little guy right here. Right there. I want it to open on this side. Okay. And then let's see, let's put some white iridescent pearls here. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. That's card number 3. And see if I can get rid of those. Then we have this one, which I cut out with our hexagon punch. This one here, heartfelt hexagon punch. That's the one. It's the best punch ever. I'm gonna put some dimensionals on this and then put it up. So I messed up back, so I can still flip it and use the front because nobody's gonna see the back. It's gonna be stuck to the card, so we should be good. And we're gonna glue it down here. Stick it right here. Okay, so then this one, I like the white for some reason. I like how this white one looks. So let's make a little nut. Bring it over. And down. Okay. So you guys need to come down. This is pulling the wrong thing. Come on. Don't want to pull on this. I want to pull on this. It's not coming. So am I pulling on the wrong thing? I am. There we go. Okay. There and here. I was pulling on the wrong thing. This is what happens sometimes. And cut. Now we can put some glue dots on here. And then we should be good. Put this one in the right place where I wanted to put the first one. But made a mistake. So we can fix it on this one. Even though it doesn't look bad over there, I think it still looks good. And we'll put this logo here. Put some of these glue dots away. And let's see, I can take happy birthday from here. And let's stick it to our long block, or long block, this one here, yep. Put it here and down. And then let me get some memento. So it's your day, and I'll put happy birthday inside for both of us and happy birthday for these inside. Actually, one of them has a message already, so I don't need to do those. Okay, and this one's gonna say happy birthday. Leave it there for a minute or so. So how do you like these? You like these? And not a very popular color, and so it's not really used much, but let's put it to good use, right? Let's put it to good use. And this glue dot is still here. Okay. To a fabulous friend, happy birthday. And then let's do the last one. To a fabulous friend, happy birthday. Whoopsie. And we'll put them there. Okay. I am going to put some of these in here. This last card. Put it here. And and here and here. Okay. And there goes my cards, guys. I hope you like these. I hope you got the measurements so you can create your own and make some beautiful creations. I'll try to make another set using some other paper in probably my next video next Wednesday. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.